She got so mad that she went like this. She had a large coffee. She went like this, picked that shit up, and she walked out of the bathroom. And I stood there, and there was coffee all over me, all over the walls, all over the floor, all over the mirror. And I sat there, and I was like, I know she did not just do this to me right now.
And she's totally disrespecting her because she has no respect for her. That's fucked up, man. What is good? Diamond Dynasty, baby. Welcome back to another motherfucking video. There's a lot of girls with me right now. Got a lot of drugs with me right now. But I'd rather just get high off you, cause it doesn't feel the same, yeah. And a lot of girls say they mine now. I would never trust them in right now. I would rather pass that blunt to you, like we used to do. And today, baby, y'all already know what the fuck going on in this goddamn video, y'all. Today I'm going to be doing a reaction to Chaz, y'all. She put out a video called Why Me and Salice Rose Broke Up Part 1. So if this is Part 1, I'm assuming there's a Part 2, maybe 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and get right into this video without delay. Shout out to my nigga Chaz. Y'all go to the description down below and make sure that y'all go subscribe to her YouTube channel as well and show her love by watching her videos too, okay? Without further ado, if you have not already joined the Dynasty, baby, subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, share this video with a friend, hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another lit ass video. Make sure that you DM me at TheRealDiamondM and let me know what I should be reacting to next. And tell a friend to that ain't your mama, tell their Uncle Joe. That nigga's still a hoe. Let's get right into this motherfucking video, y'all. If you do not know who Chaz is Salice Rose's ex-girlfriend, the most recent ex that she was talking about in her Q&A, which was titled The Truth About Our Breakup, all right? So she was talking about Chaz. So y'all go show her some love, and we're about to see exactly what's going on, how the breakup actually transpired from her perspective, okay? Like Salice said in her video, there's her side, Chaz's side, and there's a third side, which is the truth. So let's get into it, guys.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to my channel. I know you guys are all here for one reason and one reason only. I'm sure you guys saw my first video. If you haven't seen it, go ahead and look at that. I'm pretty much gonna cut to it. It's not gonna be clickbait. I'm gonna tell you guys about why we broke up, why me and Salice broke up.
I'm gonna say this really quickly. A lot of people who are like big supporters too, you can tell they're supporters, and Salice's comments are calling her out for, I guess, this fake relationship, which I don't know if it's fake or real, but the vibe that I get is that it's not genuine. There's something not genuine about it, but that's just an opinion that I have. And I will also say, I see in the comments section too that a lot of people are saying that she clickbaits, what the hell? She clickbaits way too much, and that's the reason why some of her supporters are like getting turned off by her videos. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below. I know there's a lot of Salice Rose fans that are my supporters too. So y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know if you have some of the similar, you know, mindsets or opinions on her videos as of late.
And, you know, I'll tell you guys a little bit of a rundown about how it first started when we got together, but I'm going to keep that really small and short and just kind of get to, like, the real stuff. So I met her last year in March, and I went to a meet and greet. That's how I met her. Took a picture together. She was real cool. And I DM'd her on Twitter because she followed me back, and that's how we kind of started. We're talking for a little while. We were dating, and I flew out occasionally to California to see her every now and then, and we ended up falling in love, and we decided to move in together. So we ended up at a fork in the road to decide if we wanted to live with each other or not, and we chose the path to live with each other, and
that's a big step.
That's kind of where things got
crazy.
On hand, I guess, in a sense. So if you guys are ready.
That's a true test of your relationship. When you guys move together, you will see the fairy dust that is surrounding your relationship disintegrate, okay? And that's just how it is. You're gonna be dealing with a whole nother personality and individual and mood than you know? Even if y'all are kind of the same, y'all will still get on each other's nerves. So that is the true test. Whenever y'all move in, You know, are y'all gonna survive that? Because there will be peaks and valleys when it comes to moving in with somebody. So make sure that you're making the right choice at the right time, because that can be totally destructive to your relationship. But at the end of the day, timing is everything. And when you do feel the time is right without rushing shit, then, you know what I'm saying, go ahead and make that move. It's all a learning experience anyway. What else we gonna do?
Hit the like button. So I moved out to Cali, and when I originally moved out, I already had a job lined up. I was working somewhere, and that was already great. So I was working for a little while in another town, and it ended up being, stuff in my face. Ended up being too much of a distance. So we just came up with the conclusion that I need to find a job that was closer. I ended up finding a job that was closer, and I went and I was going to be selling cars, and I showed her my schedule, and I was like, look, Boo, this is going to be my schedule. And she was like, that's not going to work for us. And I was like, what do you mean? And she was just saying, we might as well break up. Like, I'm never going to see you. Which is understandable. Like, you know, selling cars is something that you work a long time, you know, a lot of hours. So she was like, well, just don't do that. And so we kind of were in a situation where I just didn't work, and I was just kind of like living off my savings for a little while. And then she came up with an idea and was like, you should work for me. So she's like, a lot of influencers do it.
I just don't like to mix business with pleasure. I can't imagine me working for my girlfriend or my girlfriend working for me. I'm not saying that I would never do it, but that's not the ideal situation for me. Y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know how y'all feel about that.
And, you know, do stuff that I can't do, like go out to the stores for me and things like that. So that was my job. And I wasn't paid properly, I feel like. She's gonna come back and say she shouldn't have been paying her girlfriend to begin with, which is absolutely correct. But I was in a situation where I had never been with somebody who was an influencer before. So how was I supposed to know that I shouldn't be working for her when she came up with the idea herself? So we decided to you know, put that together, and I was working for her for a couple of months. I want to say like maybe 3.5 months. I do have receipts for that. And you know, it kind of got to a point where we were just seeing each other too much. So we were constantly together all day, every single day. And so you can only imagine, you know, being with your significant other all day, every day, you're gonna fight.
Cats and dogs.
Gonna fight. So we were fighting, and it wasn't always like that, you know. You guys saw like how we were. Well, you guys didn't see me, but
I think it's super important for both people in a relationship to be on their fucking purpose. Be on their purpose. I feel like everybody has a purpose and a mission in life. Get on your fucking purpose and spend time, of course, together, but also have things that you do for yourself. And things that you can do with each other too. Like, say if you really like to do yoga, most of the time that's your getaway. You go do yoga at so-and-so time or so-and-so day, and that's your time alone to do your thing. Sometimes she might want to join a yoga session with you, but for the most part, that's her thing that she does to get away. You might go to the gym, you might, you know, whatever it is. I feel like it's very healthy for two people to be doing their own thing and not always be right up under each other, going for their goals in life and doing what they were set on this earth to do.
You know what I mean? So now you guys know that we're in a relationship, and I am working for her. So that already right there is, I feel like when we started to, in a sense, like get rocky and crumble, I was supporting her the best that I could, and I wanted her to succeed. So I was the cameraman. I was doing, you know, a bunch of other things for her that she couldn't do. And I feel like I had a feeling when we got together and we decided to do that, we were going to decide that I was going to work for her. I had a feeling that was going to take away time from our relationship, because she's very driven when it comes to her work. I'll give her that. And that's something that's very important to her. So I just already felt like me working for her would kind of make our relationship and her career clash. And it did, because I was no longer her girlfriend. I was the person that was
getting her coffee and shit
in the backyard. I was the person that was doing dishes, folding laundry, and all while she can, you know, edit and do that stuff, which is...
You became the housewife. And on some level, some females don't respect that, or they start to take advantage or try to run over you because of that, you know. At the end of the day, we're both women, but I do know of situations to where some women look down on you if you are doing like what a femme should do, or what the more feminine energy should be doing, like housework around the house, cooking and stuff like that.
Like, I don't mind doing those type of things. I would have done those without even getting paid, because that's just things that we do as people, you know. We pick up after ourselves.
You help each other out.
But things just started progressing from there, and I started feeling like, you know, like I was getting these paychecks from her, and they were small, a lot smaller than I was actually getting myself from when I was living in Arizona. So I was in a sense starting to struggle when it came to the finances. I wasn't able to pay for a lot of things now, because I'm like, man, like these checks are small. Like I can only really pay for my own like private bills that I have, like my car and things like that. So
that's another thing. I would never employ my girlfriend knowing that I can't pay her enough to cover her bills and cover whatever the fuck, you know, her leisure activities and stuff. Like, I have to make sure if I'm employing my girlfriend that I'm going to know that she's going to be straight, you know what I'm saying? So that's another thing. If I was to employ my girl, I would make sure that she was good, period.
What happened was we ended up fighting more because I wasn't financially contributing. And again, that's understandable. I wasn't financially contributing, but I was contributing in every other way possible. And we started fighting about that more. I think every couple on this planet fights about money. That's just how it is. And things kind of started getting a little bit worse. Like I, in a sense, started feeling isolated
on both sides,
because I wasn't working anywhere else except for her. So I didn't have an opportunity to make friends. She was my only friend, and that's fine because, you know, I loved her. And she was able to, she still had her friends. I was taken from Arizona. I wasn't taken from Arizona. I came from Arizona and I left everything behind. But I'm by myself. I have no family around me. I have no friends around me. All I had was her. So at the end of the day, she's the only person that I spoke to. And again, over time, like that just does something to you.
You were dependent on her.
With us constantly fighting and me not having anyone to go to because I wasn't allowed to tell anybody that I was with her, really. And the people that did know, like I felt like I couldn't even talk to them because she made me feel like I shouldn't talk to anybody about our problems. So I kind of kept everything to myself, and then things started getting worse because, again, like we were just around each other too much. And I started to feel, after a couple of months of working for her, I worked, I think I said like 3.5 months I worked for her. I started telling myself, like, damn, Chas, like, what are you doing for yourself? And yeah, like it's great, like I support her and I'm supporting her dreams. And so I confronted her about it, and I was like, hey boo, like I'm not doing anything for myself. Like I just,
that's it right there. And that will chip away at your self-esteem, at your confidence, because at the core of all of our being, y'all, we know that we were set here to, like I said, we're on a mission. We're here to fulfill a purpose. And when we're not on our purpose, it can be cool for a little bit, but then it starts to eat away at your soul and shit. You know what I'm saying? There's so many graveyards with just, what do you call them? There's so many graveyards with dreams that were not accomplished, you know? And it's so important that we do everything in our power to do what our destiny is to do, what we came here to do. Whether you believe it or not, we all came for a purpose, whether it's, you know, bettering your kid's life or whatever it is, whatever you feel deep down in your soul, God put you on this earth to do, that's what we should be doing, you know? And it should never be, it should be something for yourself. It shouldn't be, of course you want to be kind to other people, you want to give to other people, you want to help add value to people as a whole. You know, you want to help add value to your loved ones and the people around you. But if you're not filling up your own cup with things that make you feel good and make you feel accomplished, then you're going to feel empty, and you're constantly trying to give from an empty cup. And, you know, I've been there and I know how it is, man. So yeah, definitely, you were thinking the right thing. And, you know, I don't know how she handles this. Let's keep going.
I don't feel like, I'm not feeling my crave of work. And with that, like you know, picking up dog poop and things like that, that doesn't make me feel better as a person. Like I accomplished something for the day.
You're a machine.
It's just a given. And so I told her, I was like, look, like either I can do more stuff to get more pay, so maybe I can feel at least a little bit better about, you know, what I'm getting as pay, or I can just work a second job and I'll work part-time there and then I'll still help you. And when I brought that up, that was, I want to say like maybe in January or February when I brought that up, And then things went even more south when it came to that. That's when we really started fighting. It's like almost in a sense of like, she didn't want me working anywhere else just for her. Just wanted me with her at all times. Because the moment I started saying I wanted to work somewhere else, it became such a disrespectful relationship on her end. And I sat there and I took it all because I loved her, you know? Like when you love someone, you're blinded by everything. And so anything she said to me, I took it. Anything bad she said to me, I just sat there and I took it. There was times that I did defend myself, but then she would flip it on me and make it seem like I was still in the wrong. And I'll tell you guys like one story. So I'm gonna give you guys a story about something that happened that kind of like stuck with me, and I didn't know how bad the story was until I told it to someone else, and they told me that it was such a bad story. But I was so blinded by love that it didn't even seem that bad. So there was a time where we were on this like health kick. Well, I'm usually a healthy person. I like to eat healthy, and she's like, Charles, I want to be healthy with you. And I was like, okay, cool. So we were on our way to the gym. It was 5 o'clock in the morning, and we go to the gym, we work out, and after the gym, we go to Jamba Juice, and she gets a big old green drink from there. And I don't like Jamba Juice, so we went to Starbucks after that. I got myself a water and a little protein box, and she got a coffee from there, and we go home. And so we get to the house, and she was like, I'm gonna drink her coffee, and I was like, boo, you should drink your Jamba Juice, because when you drink Jamba Juice, if you don't drink it fast enough, it separates, so it gets very watery on the bottom, and then the drink rises. So I was trying to tell her, like, you should drink that first, and I was like, and you want me to motivate you, so I'm gonna motivate you, like, you know, remind you that you should drink that first. And she was like, yeah, we'll get to it. And so a little bit of time went by, and I finished what I was eating, and I told her, again, I reminded her, she was about to drink her coffee, and I was like, you should drink your Jamba Juice. And she immediately got upset with me, and I was like, oh my gosh. She was like, I can't believe that you're saying this to me right now. No one would ever say this to me. And she kind of like stormed off in a sense, and I think she took it the wrong way. I know she took it the wrong way. And so I went and I followed her to the bathroom. And I went into the bathroom, and I was talking to her, and she was just telling me she didn't want to be with me anymore, and she wanted nothing to do with me, that she can't believe that I would say something like that to her when, and I was still trying to cut her off and tell her, boo, like, I just wanted you to drink it before it got sour. But again, she was just yelling at me and being upset, and I kind of just stood there.
This comes a point in a relationship, I'm gonna just tell y'all this, man. When somebody does not respect you in the relationship, this type of shit starts happening. And that's why I said I don't know how I would work for a girlfriend or have a girlfriend work for me. I just don't know. I've never been in that situation before, but I feel like Salice lost respect for her when she employed her. Because not only did she employ her, she didn't have any friends around her, no support system, no nothing. She's solely dependent and reliant on Salice's money and Salice's love, because she can't really communicate her relationship with nobody else. So at that point, you know, Salice feels like she's in full control and she doesn't have to respect her. Y'all leave me a comment down below and let me know if y'all agree or disagree.
And I listened to everything she had to say, and that's when I feel like a line was crossed. And so I was standing there and I was apologizing. I said, I'm sorry if it came out any other way. Like I didn't mean it in any type of, you know, negative way. I was just trying to help you. You wanted me to motivate you. And in that moment, she was holding her coffee. So like, I'll show you. She was holding her coffee like this, and I was sitting down, and she got so upset with me, and I didn't really know what to do, so I was just kind of like sitting there. She got so mad that she went like this. She had a large coffee. She went like this, picked that shit up, and she walked out of the bathroom. And I stood there, and there was coffee all over me, all over the walls, all over the floor, all over the mirror. And I sat there and I was like, I know she did not just do this to me right now. And she's totally disrespecting her because she has no respect for her. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. At that point, deuce. But I feel like these type of relationships start happening to where you're dependent on somebody's love or dependent on somebody's finances, and they're able to treat you like shit because they don't think you're worth shit, which is fucked up. So then you got to realize who the fuck you are, boss up, move the fuck on, and do better. You know what I'm saying? I looked at the ground and I saw all the coffee all over the floor. Now ask me, what did I do? What do you guys think I did?
Cleaned it up.
I picked it up. So I went and I grabbed the mop. I went back to the bathroom and I mopped it all up. I cleaned everything and I kept my mouth shut.
Oh no, man.
And a couple hours later, I went out to the living room to go talk to her.
Hell no.
And it was like nothing even happened. Like, she never even apologized to me for it.
Of course not.
And
typical
I
narcissist.
think that right there is when I felt like a line was really crossed. So, you know, it only gets worse from there. And
it wasn't only crossed, she backflipped over it, somersaulted over it, and tumbled over it.
I definitely have more that I want to share with you guys and tell you guys. So just go ahead and like and subscribe, and I'll be coming out with another video. If you guys do have any questions, you guys can let me know, and I'll be glad to answer them, because honestly, at this point, I was told that if I would make this video, she would come for me. So I'm only speaking facts, so what really can she say? She can do whatever she wants at this point. If she wants to make a video and respond, she can do that. Whatever it is she wants to do. But I'm at a point where now I'm able to say something. I never signed a non-disclosure agreement, so that's what. If I would have signed a non-disclosure agreement,
you would have been fucked.
I would not have been able to tell you guys my story. And let me tell you, that is just the tip of the iceberg. It gets so much worse. Like, I could literally cry right now on how much worse it actually got. So, if you guys want to know the rest of it, let me know. Subscribe and like. Thank you guys.
She definitely got emotional at the end. You know, Chaz is a Cancer. Shout out to all my Cancers in the building. Y'all know I love my Cancers, okay? I got a soft spot for my Cancers. But yeah, shout out to Chaz and her being bold enough to share her story and stuff like that. Y'all leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you feel about this situation, man. Like, my job is not to judge anybody. I'm just taking in what I'm hearing. To Salice, you know, I really hope that I know that she was in an abusive relationship before, and sometimes the abused become the abuser. And that's not to make an excuse for her or anything that she has done. But at the end of the day, I feel like none of us are perfect, you know? None of us are perfect, and we're all just doing the best that we can with life as we see it. Sometimes we have wake-up calls that come into our lives, and maybe this will be a wake-up call to her. Maybe these videos that her ex is putting out will be wake-up calls to her to say, you know, what am I doing? I can't treat people like this, you know? Maybe there's some inner work that needs to be done, because it doesn't matter how much money or how much clout, how much fame, how many followers you have. If you are empty within, you know, if your spirit is broken and you're not trying to fix it and you're just hurting people in the process, I know, because I was one of those people. It's not a good place to be. At those points in life, you kind of just got to go within yourself. You know, of course, forgive yourself, but also see, how can I do things better? What is making me do the things that I'm doing or treating people the way that I'm treating them? Yeah, those are just lessons that we need to learn during life. I'm not here to pick on Salice. I'm not here to make people feel like she's just the scum of the earth. I'm here to give my opinion on what is coming to the forefront. So with that being said, I want to hear you guys' opinion. Y'all let me know in the comment section down below how you guys feel about what Chaz just said about Salice. This is crazy, and it seems like it's just gonna get even crazier. Like I said, she got emotional at the end. So, you know, if that's just the tip of the iceberg, ain't no telling what else she's about to tell us, guys. So like I said, the link for her videos in the description down below. Subscribe to her channel. Make sure you stay up to date with her videos. It's a shame sometimes what you got to go through, but it's all a learning process. All right, I want to do my post notification shout outs of the day to Erica Taylor, Jana Cabizel, I fucked it up, but you know what I mean, and Shania Durbin. Okay, I appreciate you guys for having your post notifications turned on, and also for showing me love in the comment section down below. If you have not already, click the link in my description down below, subscribe to my spiritual channel, and also go get your Diamond Life, Diamond Dynasty, baby merch. Everybody who has already copped their merch, I really do appreciate it, and everybody who is about to make that purchase, I appreciate you as well. If you have not already, make sure you join the Dynasty, baby. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, like this video, comment your thoughts and opinions down below, share this video with a friend. Hit that bell so you can be notified every time I post another little ass video. Make sure that you DM me at TheRealDiamondM and let me know what I should be reacting to next. And tell a friend to their angel mama, tell their Uncle Joe. That nigga's still a hoe. I will see you guys in the next motherfucking video. Love y'all, man. Peace. And we out.
Yeah, I'm tryna fuck with you.